Alright, so we're back with more Highfleet, and we've just taken down the defenses at Hamath with a strike group. So our main group is still not in the city, but we have the two Navarins that we used to take Hamath, sort of not in orbit, but I guess above Hamath, and one of them saw battle and a fair bit of damage. So we're going to be going in and doing a landing and getting this guy fixed up. I'm not terribly concerned though, because I mean 500 points of damage is a lot, sure, but it really could be a lot worse. When we tried out the Gladiator earlier on, I think we got the damage up to like 2500. And that was a truly prodigal amount of bruising for that ship. But the Neverin is quite a bit more maneuverable. We were able to dodge a lot more fire than we could previously, and I'm having quite a bit of trouble landing this guy straight. I'm not really sure why, but he keeps jostling even when I think I was just going straight up. But we're looking at a 32 for our landing position, so that's a 132% of the normal repair rate if I can land this. And yeah, it looks like there we go. That wasn't too bad. Okay, so Hamath is only one stop out from so we'll hopefully be reaching during this episode. But first, a little bit of light repairs, nothing too crazy. And let's take a look at what they have. Fuel tanks, hulls, armor, ammo, actually a fair bit, really. I mean, that's pretty well stocked. But I'm not sure there's anything that we want to buy. There aren't any missiles as far as I can tell. Yeah, no, doesn't look like it. So, no need to really go there. We'll just let the repair go through and that should be fine. We will get a little bit of fuel. So this is only for our detachment, not for the main group. So the fuel we buy here will be helpful. We can certainly start refueling before the other group arrives, but it won't be enough necessarily once that other group arrives. We could pick up more incendiary shells, but I don't really think we need them. So for right now, let's just exit, and oh, okay, so Piotr says we just got off the line with the squadron. Not much news from the capital. Situation's still grim. Rebels are firmly entrenched in Karim Ridge. Be a long while before we can drive them out. Okay, what about the reactor? He seems shocked that we know about the reactor, which is interesting. And he tells us to ask the Admiral, so I guess we will, but not right now. First, we have to get our main force to regroup with the Navarin detachment at Hamath. So we'll speed things up here a little bit, just let that other group get there, and our repairs should be mostly done by the time the main group arrives. Does look like it? Yep. Okay, so we're all back together now, and we are fueling, but I think, oh, there we go. I think we will need more fuel, yeah, so our main detachment, especially with that cruiser in there, the two Navarins that we sent forward really don't carry all that much fuel, comparatively, so let's just fill up all the way, because why not? At this point we could look at getting some of the 100mm shells that go in our Gladiator, but I don't think we really need them, so we'll hold off on that for right now. And just go back to the outer screen, let things fuel up. So ordinarily, I mean, during the campaign when you have things, well, when you have more groups, potentially, when you have more places to go, more things to do, maybe this is the point where you'd be sending a couple different attachments in different directions, doing things like that. But for right now, we're just letting this fuel passively in the background, and I will speed it up a little bit. I mean, frankly, we probably wouldn't want to do this much of a refuel. Wait, is that still going? Okay, it is. In one place in the main campaign, spending a lot of time in the same place. But now we've gotten ourselves fueled all the way up, and we can go toward So Piotr asks, no one knows, well he says, no one knows what might be waiting for us, Duke, and he wants to know... okay, he wants us to request reinforcements from the Admiral. Okay, first one is whether or not we become a laughingstock, second is putting men at risk. Let's just go with option 2. Yeah, okay, he liked that, that's fine. And we do have the button that we can push to get reinforcements. Ask for reinforcements or ask for funds. So we're going to do neither of these at the moment and just take off toward Ur. I kind of like that your effective range shrinks as you're taking off. It actually does make sense, the rate that you're burning. It's like a regular plane getting off the ground. At the rate of burn and your traveling speed, you decrease your apparent range. Then it increases once you get up to cruising speed effectively. So I think it's a nice little thing that they did that, because it means they're actually doing the math in the background, not just giving you an arbitrary circle. So we have a couple options here. As we close in on Ur, we could send out a small strike group. I might do the Novidans and the Gladiator for that. Let's see. So the Novidans have a 70% chance of a successful sudden strike. Adding the Gladiator actually does keep it. Yeah, so we'll send out this group, but I'm going to wait until we're a little bit closer before we do so. I don't want the main cruiser that far behind, but I think that we can manage this with just this group. We might lose a Novidan or two, we might even lose the Gladiator if we're not careful, but that's really more due to my inexperience than anything else. So we'll launch that other group. Good.
Come back in one piece.
Come back in one piece, we can hope. And we actually would not have made the sudden strike if this was the main campaign. They would have gotten off the alarm, so things to note. Okay, so it's telling us about prize ships, not really necessary right now. And yes, okay, so there are going to be 2 runners, anti-airs, vehicles with missiles, and then we're going up against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 separate enemies. So we have Scarab, which looks like it's armed with 2 of the 100mm guns. Jaguar looks like missile launchers and 2 57mm. No, those are 37mm, I think. Talos is 2 of the 180s. Can't tell in the Nimrod, it's kind of in shadow. Looks like... yeah, I really don't know there. Yeah, well, fair enough. So I want the 2 Novidans in first, followed by Gladiator. Yeah, I like this lineup, but I want the Novidans with missiles in first. So we're just going to go ahead and use those. They are one-time use only, but I think this situation does justify it. Okay. See if we can use missiles before you get off the ground. Might be somewhat effective. Oh! Okay. Those weren't ships on the ground. Those were the, those were the ground attack vehicles. Oh, our Novarin is on fire and taking lots of damage. And... yep, okay. That's 1 ship down. Of ours, basically, to no return. Come on, get to retreat. I believe in you. Okay, no, we have to bail out. I don't know what enemy we killed, but we are 1 ship down, which is far from ideal. Mostly because I had no idea they were on top of me instead of still on the ground. So that was my mistake, for certain. Oof, taking a bit more damage there as well. Let's see if we can get... okay, so we did get that missile. And now... oof. Yeah, I am not great with these Novidans. I don't particularly enjoy the 57mm guns. And I never use the missiles to the sort of effect that they need in order to really take ships down. But hopefully we can get even 1 kill before we're down 2 of our ships. Well, 1 more kill, I suppose, because I guess we technically got 1. I don't even know if you can kill the ground support vehicles. Oof, fuel system burning. I have no way of stopping that fire, it seems. So we need to get out of here, and I've just pounded that same ship over and over, and we haven't been able to actually take it down. So, 2 ships down, to no avail. Maybe we should have asked for reinforcements. But we have a Gladiator, and I'm much more comfortable with this guy than I was with the previous, although I don't think we have any missiles. And taking quite a bit of 37mm fire, but finally we get something of theirs dead. Good. Dodging the fire from their 100mm cannons. Alright, so their third ship has come in, the one with the 180mm guns. It's quite a threat to us. Okay, so there's that missile. Alright, the 180mm are reloading. We need to get below these guys because right now we're presenting too good of a target. One more of their ships taken down. If I can take 180mm off the table, that would be quite nice for us. Just barely dodging that fire. Okay. Oh. Okay. Alright. This could be worse. Kind of. I think. Maybe. Okay, give me a targeting picture, please. Alright, another ship down. I'm getting a little worried about our fuel reserves, to be honest. So I think they still have, yeah, 3 more. And we need to get kills quickly here. We're going to be in trouble. Come on. 30% fuel. 2 ships left. If we run out of fuel with this ship, we have the Navarin, but if we run out of fuel with it, it will actually just die. So we need to potentially need to evac now. Once it gets to 10%, it will be too late for us to move. Yep, okay, so we're on our last Navarin. We have no missiles to speak of. We just took a missile. And our fuel's on fire, and I think we might have lost. In fact, I'm so convinced of this that I'm going to restart. And we're going to give this a second shot. So if you do this, your morale drops by 1. But now we at least know to fire our missiles at the correct targets. Still taking a fair bit of damage off the start from 100mm guns. Really hard to dodge this much fire. We do manage it there. And oof, okay. Ouch. Those missile launcher main guns are nasty. Fuel tanks are on fire. I have no way of putting that out. I'm just trying to take somebody with me at this point. Engine lost and bailout. So another Navarin down. And we're in a wee bit of trouble, I think we might say. We do land both of those missiles, still no kills. And we're going to end up running into the same problem, if we're not careful, 1 kill, of running out of fuel with the only ship that we have that we're really combat capable with. So I need to score at least 1 more kill, maybe even 2 with this Navarin in order to be able to come out of this fight effectively. Engine's overheating, missile on the way, missile lands, other shots land, other missile coming in, and our retreat is down and to the right, which might actually save us. But we were able to put out that engine fire. Yeah, wow. That missile main gun is just so devastatingly effective. And we lost the Navarin outright. Oof. Okay. When I started this up and I said I have no idea what's going on, now at least you all know I was sincere. There are many a tutorial and trailer that you can see where the Navarins are used really to great effect to take these guys out all at once. Oof, not able to dodge that missile. But second target down, taking that on the top armor, so that's okay. Why do I play anything but tactical games like Battletech? It just stresses me out. Okay. Come on, I can't see you because of my own ammunition check. Okay. I see that missile. I do, just... Okay, fuel tank's on fire. But we took another one down. Okay. Give me a nice fast kill, please. Come on. Dodge that missile, dodge that fire, good. We're down to only 2 guns, I think. Which is part of why this guy is still alive after all of this concentrated fire. Another missile coming from below. Target destroyed. Fuel at 30. Only one enemy left. I'm just gonna try to kill him outright. Engine lost. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, we got him. Did we get him? No, my guns won't. My guns won't fire. Oh, let's get out of here. Come on. Don't lose this gladiator. No. No, we're adrift. Oh, gladiator's down too. And we just needed to give that guy a love tap. Oh, that's so embarrassing. Okay, well, this is... I'm gonna go out on a limb and say not how you ordinarily want to do it, but, we're through, I guess. Okay. Fair enough. Lots of losses. We're down to one single Navrin left in our task force. And I think we will call it there, and we'll finish... Well, you know what? No, I think we're close to the end of the prologue, so let's just go ahead and do this landing. Yeah, oof. That was really bad. The one ship we have left has very minimal damage on it, which, I mean, I guess that's good. But, yeah, wow, that was rough. Honestly, I did that fight once to make sure that it wouldn't really be that terrible, and I swear it went better the first time, but, you know, that's easy to say and harder to prove. So, I guess I'll have to take me at my word. Alright, that's touchdown, the one lone ship we have left after taking And, okay, arrival in as we enter, large crowd of people welcomes us as heroes. And we get congratulations. Piotr, I thought would be upset with me for losing 3/4 of my task force, but he apparently isn't. And we reach out to Admiral Dowd himself. Okay, to Commander of 1st Squadron, Admiral Dowd, by order of High Command, remain in wait for further instructions. Okay, so we wait, and on the morning of the 6th day, the observation station reports a large vessel approaching from the south. All our forces get put on high alert. It's a lone ship approaching slowly, showing no signs of aggression. Hope began to spread amongst the officers. Perhaps it was one of Skobalev's vessels. When it got close enough, we recognized it, the Imperial cruiser Sevastopol. Staggeringly gigantic, a veritable flying mountain. We assembled an honor guard and prepared to meet the crew. Okay, to our astonishment, the first man to step down was a tall Elaim wearing a golden mask. Behind him was an endless crowd of people with terrible burns and gruesome wounds, all of them Romani from the capital. It was from them that we finally heard the terrible news. The capital of the Empire suffered a nuclear strike 4 days ago. Sayadi's stronghold burned down in an instant, reduced to a smoldering desert of radioactive waste. What remained of the Imperial fleet was in disarray, trying desperately to fight off the gathering's advancing forces. So effectively the rebels won and we have lost. We don't really know what to do, and this is the end of the prologue. Well, this dialogue here as well, where Piotr and Admiral Dowd debate whether or not we should advance on Khiva or return to the capital. And I think this is where they basically say our character, as the last survivor in the royal line, we basically take command and go to Khiva. What better way to defend than to attack? Okay. Sevastopol becomes the new flagship, and at some point an officer asked who would command. I kind of wish they let Admiral Dowd do it, because I'm pretty seriously thinking he would do a better job, but that's it for this episode. Thank you all for hanging around. We'll see you again real soon.